Hi, this is Phil, Trish, and Andy from SkiTalk.com, and we're going to go back a little bit into the Wayback Machine to around 10 years ago, 2015, when we first launched SkiTalk as Pugski.com. We were immediately contacted by a new upstart company out of Vermont called Renoun. Renoun had some technology that was proprietary they worked with in their skis called hyper dampening technology, HDT, and what that does was a neodymium polymer that was in the skis that dampened the skis quieted without neutering the ski. Their first ski that they started offering was the Z90. Now, we all had a chance of getting back on the ski, and Andy, you were just getting back into skiing back then.
Right.
What happened the first time that you skied a Renoun Z90?
I said, thanks a lot, Phil. I hadn't skied for quite a few years.
Right.
My last pair of skis was early 2000s, late 90s, so this wider shaped ski thing was all new to me. I got on a pair of the original Renouns up at North Star and was immediately hooked on skiing again. It was the game changer for me that actually got me back into skiing.
So Trish, you've spent some time on the Z90 also. It's been a little bit as far as time since you've been on one, but let's go back as far as your recollection of the skis.
Okay, so I was a little bit, let's say, annoyed when Cyrus first approached us because he had a variety of Z90s available, but nothing in a good length for me. It was all for bigger people, bigger skiers. So when this particular ski landed on our doorstep in a 165, I was like, whoa! And again, we were skiing a lot at North Star at the time. I was working as a boot fitter up there, and this ended up being my ski of choice a majority of the time. And I remember loaning it actually to a couple different instructors saying, you got to try this. This ski really is a game changer. And I remember Libby Sheldon tried it and immediately reached out to see if she could get a code to get a pro form as an instructor. And she was hooked. She's had several Renouns since then. Later I worked with Cyrus on a little bit of female focus group stuff. But the reality was this was the ski that when you skied slow and mellow, it just went along with you. And when you wanted to get after it, it stepped up to the game.
I mean, over the years, I've done a couple of the decade skis, and I did skis that defined different generations, and I had Renoun as a ski of the previous past 10 years as far as also influential skis in the past decade, because this is a unique ski. It is actually an ultra wide narrow ski, and obviously you can see the shape on this ski. It's extremely dramatic with its flare tip. Even being 90 underfoot, it's only a 15-meter radius on this ski, so you've got really a very good shape in the ski, but also it's extremely versatile ski.
Yeah. One thing that I recalled from the first version that I was on almost 10 years ago, now 8 or 9 years, was how easy it was to do wiggles turns.
Yeah.
That's what I just go from edge to edge. For a 90 underfoot ski, it feels like there's almost no transition. It's you're this way, and it was just so fun just to play on.
Intuitive.
But like Tricia said, when it came time to push it and drive it, it could do that too, and it's so quiet on the snow. It's smooth without being dead. It's poppy, it's quick. And this new version lost none of that. I was kind of concerned, like, oh, don't screw it up, don't screw it up. And they didn't.
No, and again, I've gotten back on skis that I enjoyed how many years ago, 10 years ago, and they just didn't stand to the test of time. This does.
Yeah. The skis that was, oh, that was great, and then you hop back on it, or the car, or name your poison. It's just not what you remember. This is what I remember.
Well, and I haven't been on the new version yet, but I'm a little jealous. You guys have both been on it, and I'm like, oh, I really want to get out on that. But it's interesting because we also had a discussion with one of the females on our website just recently, and she has one of the original Renouns in this length, and she actually has been searching for a used one.
Yeah.
Because she said, I've all but worn it out. I've skied it for all these years, and it's losing camber, and it's, you know, it's finally starting to wear out because I ski it all the time. It is her one ski quiver. And we haven't told her yet. But I'm going to tell you, Mel, get your pocketbook out because it's going to be time.
Yeah. And again, Renoun has evolved in the course of the time that they've been around, the decade or so, and they evolved away from the Z90, and they brought in the Endurance 88. And by all measures, that is a more versatile ski, a better ski for more skiers. But there's still a place in the market for a ski that has as much purpose-built shape and construction as the Z90.
You could have them both in your quiver,
Easily,
2 millimeters apart.
And from my own perspective, because I've been on the Earhart 88,
Yes.
they had the Earhart for a few years, and also the Z90, and I will say that the Earhart was super fun.
Yep.
However, this particular ski to me felt more refined.
It's a special ski that, again, I use the word purpose, and I'm going to bring it back again. This ski has a purpose. And when we traveled back east not too long ago for a trip, we only could bring one pair of skis. What did we bring?
The Renoun.
We brought these.
Yeah.
So you brought the 164. I brought, at that time, it was the 180 that I had. We went to Mad River Glen, and it was heavy manky conditions. This ski handled it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to be on anything else in that particular, because Mad River had been closed, and they reopened because they had a surprise storm, so they had those spring coral reef type moguls underneath this fresh, like 6 or 8 inches of manky snow.
Right.
And it held up. It didn't punish me. It was really reliable.
Yep. And the other thing I would be remiss if we didn't talk about is the sweatshirt.
Okay, the sweatshirt.
So come up front here and show off the Renoun sweatshirt and the logo here on the side. Cyrus, again, this is a fun sweater. These are fun skis because in the end, skiing is fun.
Hi, this is Wayne Wong, and remember, skiing is fun, especially the long way.
To read the full review of this ski, please go to SkiTalk.com and click on the review tab.
Please also hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more reviews and other ski-related content, and add thoughts in the comment section below.
Of course, follow SkiTalk.com on all of our social media channels. And remember, no matter how still you are, bend stiller.